And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Catch in the middle. It's Gibb. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He might want another play. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys
hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The sure hands. It's Bryant. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, if they've been...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Moore will throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Made a defender miss. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backers, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back.
Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. They just keep firing. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Crosses the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Second down coming up.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little floater there that falls incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got him 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Bryant. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. They're working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Moore will throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a man. It's Gill. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the single back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's good. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Brown wants to pass. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? There he goes! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brown wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.